Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Living Your Best Life Now. This is Dr. Melida Barrow. I'm the author of Unveiling the Illusion. Know who you are. I'm also the Universal Peace Ambassador for Panama. I want to welcome everyone. This is a special night for all of us. I am so happy that you're tuning in tonight because we have so much to talk about. This is a special night for women and men. Hello, everyone. Just let me see who is on because I love to say hello to everyone. Birdie, nice to see you, mommy. Mario, Coretta, Victor, Mr. I don't know how to pronounce it, Boshadrat from Australia. Nice to meet everyone, new people. Welcome to our show tonight. First of all, I would like to, I have a request. I want, if it's optional, you don't have to do it, but I would love for everyone to tell me where you're from. If you can write on there and say, I'm from Australia, I am from Panama. Look at all the hearts and the likes already. I love you guys. I love you guys, but I have good news for you. The last show, we had over 3,000 views. And in the last 2 weeks, listen to this, 7,070 people subscribed to my website. Isn't that wonderful? That is wonderful. That means something. That means it's time to speak truth. And it's time to live our best life now. I want to say another shout out to other people. First of all, I want to thank my family. I want to thank my husband. My goodness, I love you so much, Papi, because he helps me to put all this together. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank my sons and my family. I love you guys. Nanette, Michelle, Z, I love you guys. I love my brother Reggie. Shout out, Johnny. Love you guys. But I want to get started right away because we don't have much time. I'm promising myself that I'm going to make this 30 minutes. Let's see. If it's not 30 minutes, then we'll go over. If we're in the groove, we're going to go over. First of all, the show is about your wife or your husband cheating. This is part 3 of From Pain to Power. We already did part 1 and part 2. This is the finale. This is going to be, yes, this is going to be the finale for this particular topic. Not for the show, but for this topic. So let's get started right away. Remember, I need you guys to subscribe, and I also would love for you guys to mention what country you're from. All right, let's get started. This is part 3, From Pain to Power. I'm going to tell you something. This is a very important topic for all of us because all of us are suffering from some type of pain. Well, tonight, I am going to help you definitely let you know that you can walk away from pain. It's a choice, you know. It's actually a choice. Now, if you want to stay there, you're welcome to do so. But tonight, I am going to speak to men tonight. I am going to speak to women tonight. And I am going to let you know the things that we are doing, we're hurting ourselves. And I want us to continue. I don't want us to hurt anymore because I was there. Trust me, I was there. And this is based on my experience in my life about many things, not just in relationship, but in my life period. Pain versus power. Is your wife or husband cheating? Well, let's start with the man. Let's start with the man. I want to bring out these statements that men would say when they're cheating. When you ask a man why he cheats, he will try to justify. He will try to minimize the situation. He would try to rationalize his behavior with a statement like, every guy wants to have sex with other women. And when the opportunity arises, he takes it. Maybe some men have a sex addiction. Here is another one. It's a man's biological imperative to have sex with as many women as he can. Why should I be any different? These are the statements that we get from men. If I got enough or better sex at home, I wouldn't cheat. Isn't that something? If my wife, listen to this one, if my wife hadn't gained so much weight, ladies, haven't you heard that before? Or if she was nicer to me or more attentive to me, I wouldn't have even thought about going anywhere. Have you heard this before? I want to interact with the audience today because I need to know, hit those hearts if I'm going in the direction that these are the things that's happening. Okay, I see the hearts. All right, let me continue. If my job wasn't so stressful, I wouldn't need to release and get from online sex. How many men are online sex? Let me say this to you. This is real talk today. And they'll say, well, I'm not doing anything. I'm at home. I'm doing these things and it shouldn't affect you. Well, let me tell you another one. My dad looked at magazines and went to strip clubs. These are the children saying this. These are the sons have said this to their father. Why can I not do it? Now, let's not just talk about the man. Let's talk about the women as well. When you ask a woman why she cheats, she will try to also justify, minimize, rationalize her behavior with a statement like this. He cheated on me, so that's why I'm cheating on him. My partner did not give me the attention I needed, so that's why I cheated. My partner is boring, so I am looking for excitement. My husband is never at home. He's always at work or traveling. My partner only wanted sex once a month, refused to be romantic, married for 20 years. Let's say that this couple married for 20 years, and divorce will have been bad for the kids. Let me see the hearts, or let me see the likes of the men that I've heard this before. Let me see them. I want to know. All right, here you are. Spur of the moment. I was drunk. These still the women. I was drunk and it just happened. I was in a long distance relationship. It wasn't really physical. I was at a club and I was a little tipsy, and one thing led to the next. Men, are you listening to me? Have that happened to you before? Oftentimes women cheat to stay married to husbands they loved, not to leave them. And one of the things they realize is that, well, if he's boring in this area, if he doesn't like to do this in this area, I'll cheat, but I still need the security at home. So I'll stay in that relationship. You guys heard that before? I am sure you did. Now let's go to the forgiving stage. Let me say this. All the things that I just mentioned have happened in relationship. You see, men and women don't realize the pain that they are causing each other. And this pain is so deep rooted that we tend not to realize what we are doing to our partners. After doing all that you have done that I just mentioned, and you're caught, the first thing that you want your partner to do is to forgive you. That's the first thing. And once you are forgiving, this is on both sides, you're thinking, wow, she forgave me. So maybe I can do it again. I remember Maya Angelou, when Maya Angelou said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. I'm going to repeat that. Because oftentimes you see the sign before the relationship gets serious, before marriage, and you're still going with it. I'll repeat what Maya Angelou said. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. What they say, believe them the first time. Now, let's go in the stage of forgiveness, like I mentioned. I am sorry, honey. This is the man. I am sorry. I need you to forgive me. Please, you get on your knees, you do all the antics, and she forgives you. But you see, when someone forgives you for that situation, it's still hurting. You see, you're asking for forgiveness because you want to feel that as though it's okay. She forgave me. I can move on. But guess what? You can move on, but she cannot. She can move on, but he cannot. You know why? Because here comes the lack of trust. The lack of trust is something so difficult in a relationship because you cause pain towards someone. You see, what I'm going to do tonight is break down what pain is. Because this is not just asking for forgiveness. You have to think about why you did what you did. And do you really love the person? Do you really love her? Do you really love him? How is it possible that you can cheat on her or on him and not love and say that you love the person? Lack of trust, that's the first thing that kicks in. Even though you forgive him, even though you forgive her, here it kicks in, the lack of trust. I trust you, honey. Yes. I forgive you, honey. Yes. Honey, I'm going to the store. What time are you going back? What are you going to the store for? Are you coming back at what time? That's not trust. The pain is still there. So when we say we forgive someone, are we really forgiving them? Or do we have other reasons why we are forgiving them in that moment? Is it because you have nowhere to go? Is it because you are thinking, well, if I don't forgive him, I might have to get a divorce. I can't get a divorce. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. So you're falling apart. The pain is still there. The pain does not leave when a person forgives you. That's when everything starts. That's when everything starts crumbling down. You see, that's when now I'm going to talk about the men when he cheats. When he cheats, low self-esteem kicks in. You see, the person might not have had low self-esteem before, because the first thing a woman starts thinking is she beautiful? Is she tall? Is she skinny? How does she look? Does she have a better job than I do? And then we're going through all these things in our mind. And what happens? There goes your self-esteem. You see, self-esteem reduced the quality of a person's life in many, many different ways. It even leads to mental health issues such as anxiety and depression, sometimes with tragic results. Some people kill themselves because, see, we're talking about a deep-rooted pain that you have just caused me. You have just knocked my door and knocked my foot off the ground and said, guess what? Those of you that have cheated and come to your wife and say, guess what? I cheated. Why are you telling your wife you cheated? If you plan to cause pain on your wife, that's the way to do it, without regrets. She doesn't need to know that you cheated. Even if you did and she didn't know. That's why there's a God. That's why they're friends. That's why you have a mother. That's why you have a father. Find somebody. If you regret what you did, Find somebody to talk to, but do not come home and tell your wife, I have something on my chest and I need to release it. She doesn't need to hear that, because what you are causing now is pain. Man, remember, you were not created to cause pain on a woman. And I'll get into that later. You are causing pain. Let me tell you what you are doing. When you see the signs of low self-esteem, these are the signs that you're going to see. Sensitivity to criticism. You can't tell her anything. She's going to blow up on you. Social withdrawals. She doesn't want to deal with anybody now. She's in pain. These are the things that you're causing. Hostility. She's frustrated. She can't deal with this pain anymore. Excessive preoccupations with personal problems, trying to resolve now what she's going to do. Because she's saying, I don't think I can stay in this relationship. I have to figure out what I'm going to do. These are the pains that you're causing a woman and also a man. You see, physical symptoms such as fatigue, weight loss, insomnia, headaches. This is what you cause on a person when you cheat. Now she's thinking about the children. What am I going to do? Should I stay with him because of the children? Most women do that. Even though they forgive you, but they're staying with you for the children. Let me tell you, the elements of pain that you cause on a man or a woman when you cheat. Depression, my God, depression. Depression is an illness that involves the body, the mind, your mood swings and thoughts, and that affects the way a person eats, a person sleeps, a person feels about himself or herself. They can't function because you cheated. She's thinking, I thought he loved me. He's thinking, I thought she loved me. Unhappiness. These are the elements now. See, when you come and you tell a woman that you cheated, or when she discovers that you cheated, or vice versa, this is what's going to happen to them most of the time. Unhappiness, low self-worth, anger. You see, when anger kicks in, for a woman, there goes the revenge. Destroying your health, women. That's what happens. Self-neglect. You stop taking care of yourself. You're letting yourself go. You don't comb your hair. You don't do anything anymore to yourself. Man, this is what happens when you cheat. Women, this is what happens when you cheat. Some of you become ill. Blood pressure, diabetes, all kinds of things because you're stressing about what happened. Men start thinking, well, she cheated on me. I wonder why. There goes his ego. Is this man better than me? Is he better than me in sexually? Men go through their traumas as well as women. You see, the ego get interrupted in there. You start thinking that now is he better than me? In every way. Expecting little out of life for yourself. That's what happens when someone cheats. You see, this program is about living your best life now. This program is about focusing on solutions you need to rebuild, enhance, and live a fulfilling life. That's what this show is about. I am here not to tell you about cheating, but I'm here to give you the solutions. Are you following me? Are you out there? Let me see you. Are you out there? Are you listening to what I'm saying? We are destroying ourselves, and we don't even realize that we are. Because even though a man cheats, he's destroying himself. He can be out there, possibilities of getting all these different diseases you're bringing home to your wife. How many of that haven't happened to many women and to many men? You have the audacity to cheat, but you don't have the power to protect yourself. Come on now. You don't care. You think that being in bed with more than one woman makes you a man? You think traveling around the world, having sex with different women makes you a man? Come on now. Talk to me. God, talk to me. Guide me tonight. It doesn't make sense at all. You see, a man who acts the way society thinks he should, particularly towards women, is often referred to as a real man or a man. You're a real man according to society. You see, according to society, if you're in bed with three women, that makes you a man. If you cheat on your wife, that makes you a man. You see, if you're sitting in a room with your buddies and you're talking about how many women you have, that makes you a man. And that goes the same thing for a woman. This is not about just men. This is also about women. I want to define to you tonight a real man. I want to define to you what God created and not what society is telling you what a real man is. I want to share this with you. And those of you that are watching this show, I would like you women to type also what a real man should be. Go ahead and make those notes. Let them see what you would like in a man. You see, real men respect not only women, but they respect themselves. You see, you can't respect me unless you respect yourself. To respect something is to consider it worthy of high regard. So when you cheat, you don't look at me. You don't respect me. When you look at me, you're looking at me as I'm nothing. But so are you. You cannot respect me. And they say you respect God. This is exactly the attitude that God says men should have towards women. You got to respect women. True love is based on fundamental respect. How can you respect your wife, your girlfriend, your partners? How can you respect them and love God? You're in church every day. You see, real men protect. They don't destroy. Real men don't cause pain on their wives and their children. Your natural being is not to cause your wife pain. Listen to me. Your natural being is not to cause pain towards your wife. Your natural being is to protect your wife and shield your wife from pain. So if you believe a real man is to cheat on his wife, if you think that's a real man, let me wake you up, my brother. It is to protect her, respect her, love her. You see, real men take responsibility. Real men take responsibility. A real man doesn't use excuses about being caught up in the passion of the moment and not being able to resist temptation. And then the first thing you're going to blame is the devil. Devil, you made me do it. You are a liar. The devil can't make you do something if you don't desire it or if you don't give it permission. That is your will to make it happen. Real men do not take a woman's most precious gifts from her, and that is her heart. And the love that she had for you, or the love that she had for you, her mind and her body. You see, when you take that away, what do you have? This is what you cause when you cheat. A man who takes, listen to me now, a man who takes responsibility for his actions as the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to anticipate compromising situation and think proactively about how to avoid it. You have to have the wisdom, my brothers. It's time. It's time now to become a real man. If you're not. A real man takes care of his family. If you are in a relationship that you don't want to be in, then get out. But don't hurt the woman that you're with. Don't hurt the man that you're with. And you're not out of the woods, my women. A real woman, she has the wisdom and know of her inner beauty. She doesn't need to show her body the way I see women showing their bodies today. You have an inner beauty, and your inner beauty reflects who you are outside of you. Love. A real woman loves herself. Yes, she does. A real woman knows who she is. She knows the meaning of self-respect. That's a real woman. She understands what love is. A real woman takes care of her family, nurtures her family. A real woman, if she knows that she does not love that man anymore, it is time to let him know and move on. But if she loves him, don't hurt him. Why are you hurting someone you love? And I'm going to bring it down and break it down to all of you. You don't know what love is. We don't know what love is when we are doing these things. You see, love is precious. Love is precious. Let me introduce you, and I'm going to go into conclusion. Let me introduce you to a word that you know all your life. From the time you were born, you learned this word and the definition of it. But I'm going to break it down for you tonight. Love. You see, when you love somebody, you don't cause them pain. You see, love have a lot of elements behind it. The creation of loves are traits and characteristics, and also elements. Let me tell you what happened to me. Love knocked my door years ago. And I said to love, what is it? And love said to me, I'm here because I see that you're destroying yourself. I see that you think that I'm there with you, but I'm not there with you because you have anger, frustration, hate, all these things in your space. So therefore, I'm not there. And I said, but I love people. I'm not there. But I care for this one. I'm not there. Because if I was there, you wouldn't be experiencing anger. You wouldn't be experiencing depression. You wouldn't be experiencing self-hate. Because when somebody tells you that you're cheating, those are all the things that are coming into your life. But love said, let me in. I've been here all this time. And for some reason, you are more embracing pain because the pain of all those negative elements. And I'm standing outside just waiting for you to say, come on in. And I said, I looked at love and I said, are you serious? So I said, I am tired of suffering. Please come in. Let me open the door to love. You see, love comes with a whole lot of elements behind it. Kindness, joy, happiness, wisdom, knowledge, goodness, gentleness, self-control, faithfulness, patience, self-restraint. I said, come on in. I want all of you to embrace me. Because you see, for some reason, love understands that I was born already with love. But you see, as you're growing, you're letting anger, revenge, all these things to seep into your life. Well, it's time for all of you to go. All of you. So now, when love started entering into my life, pain said to me, what are you doing? We don't want to leave. We have to stay here because we are enjoying watching you suffer. You see. In other words, what I'm saying is, when you cause pain upon somebody, these are all the elements that they're going to experience in life. So if you love somebody, you will not do that to them. So what I had to do, I had to let love in my life. I had to tell love, love, do what you have to do. You see, love equals God. I said, God, take over. Let the truth set me free. And it did. You see, I want to live my best life now. I stopped suffering. I don't want pain in my life anymore. Pain is now gone because love took over all that space that pain had. You see, God equals love, truth, and peace. You cannot have a relationship without love, meaning God. You cannot have a home without peace, equals God. And you certainly need truth to face your fears and your pains, to live your best life now. Are you following me? Are you out there? Are you listening to what I'm saying to you? Let me see my little hearts. Are you with me? And those that you're with me. Because this is important. You see, both of you are victims. The cheater and the person that's coming now with what they want to tell you, I cheated. They want to say, I cheated, honey, and I'm sorry. Why are you telling me that? But both of you are victims because society have taught men that in order for them to be men, they have to do that. They have to have 2, 3 women. And we're just sitting back in pain. So I want men and women to know when you cheat, there's a lot of pain that's going behind that. Some people never recover. Some people die. Some people just kill themselves. So those of you that have made it, come on now, I want to see you. Give me the likes. Those of you that have overcome all of this pain and all the things that you have gone through, did you make it or did you not make it? But you're going to make it now. After this program, you're going to make it. You see, ultimately, God wants us to demonstrate his character by being willing to take responsibility for everything we do. Let us deeply respect each other and love one another the way God intended it to be. Stop following what society is telling you how you should be and what you should do, because many of you that have cheated, where are you today? Your wife is gone, the children is gone, properties are gone, everything is gone, and you're out there by yourself. That is not the way God wants you to live. He wants you to receive love now and replace it with pain. Let the pain go. Stop blaming the devil for all these things. If you're giving your all right now, listen to me carefully. If you're giving your all and it's not enough in a relationship, you're probably giving it to the wrong person, to a person that doesn't even care about you. So eventually they will cheat. Let the past make you better, not bitter. The trick is to enjoy your life. Don't waste away your days waiting for better ones ahead. Don't let your fear or pain paralyze you. The scariest paths often lead to the most exciting place. I want to thank you all. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I went over a little bit, but that's okay because we needed to hear all that was said. Am I right? Did we need to hear Sydney? You're there. I see Jesus. I see Sharif. Did we need to hear this tonight? Let me see you. Did we need to hear this? God wants us to live in peace and love. He wants truth for us. It is time to unveil the illusion of this world. I want all of you, to thank God tonight. Thank him for bringing this message to you, because I am thanking him for bringing this message to you. Please subscribe in order for us to send you these videos whenever you can't make it here. Our subscription the website is www.melidaharrisbarrow.com. I truly want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want you guys to go home. I want you guys, if you're having problem with your wife right now, sit her down. If you're having problem with your husband, sit him down. And those of you that have been mistreating women for many years, trust me, there's a healing process. We're getting ready now to start a webinar for counseling and helping the many men and many women out there that need this information. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Remember also, you can purchase my book on our website. It's called Unveiling the Illusion, Know Who You Are by Melida Barrow. You can also get it on Amazon. Thank you. May God bless all of you, and good night for the next episode next week. This is the final episode, part 3, and we're going to have a different topic next week. Love you, and have a blessed night.